Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the X-Sense FS31 Pro Connected Smoke Alarm. What I want to do, first of all, get it all unboxed, get it all set up, so I want to take you through the setup process as well. And then I want to get it installed on the ceilings because although I have got some smoke alarms here, sometimes I get something, say when I'm cooking, where I just think that I could do with something to top up the whole smoke alarm system within my house. Anyway, I think the most important thing, let's have a look to see what's actually in the box. So we've got a cheeky little book of instructions. This is the actual base station. Now I must say, when I saw a picture of this, I was quite surprised how small everything is. When the box arrived, that's the box itself. And I was really surprised because I thought, I knew it was going to be a triple pack, so I've actually got 3 smoke alarms in here. But when you combine everything, for some reason I just thought everything would be quite a lot bigger. This is it. So these are the 3 alarms. There we go. And these smoke alarms measure just under 8 centimeters diameter by just under 6 centimeters depth. So really nice and compact. I really like these. I know I keep saying it's about the size, but as I say, I was really surprised how small they were, I suppose, when I first unboxed it. But anyway, so these are actually part of like a whole system that you can integrate with X-Sense. Now this is, as you can see here, this is the triple pack of smoke alarms with the base station. I suppose for a lot of people, if you're in, say, a 2 or 3 bedroom house, then that would be okay. If you're in a much larger property, then I suppose if you need more of these, then you can add a lot more to it. Apparently you can have up to 50 of these smoke alarms within one system. And there's actually quite a lot more you can integrate within this whole system. I will just read some of it off the link that I've been sent. So you can add a carbon monoxide alarm, a smart water leak sensor, a thermometer hygrometer, and also a carbon monoxide alarm listener as well. So there's quite a lot you can integrate within this whole system, so it's not just smoke alarms. That's really good. It's really comforting to know that even when you buy the system, if you wanted to upgrade it in the future, then you can do. Now these are all powered individually. I know some people want to hardwire some of these alarms, but I think for a lot of people, you don't really want the hassle of having to trail a cable through your house. And personally, that's not really what I'm into. I have done it before. I have fully wired up in another property. I have fully wired in a smoke alarm system before where I had 3 of these. To be fair, it was a different company. I hadn't really discovered these at that point, which I completely wish I had. But it was quite a pain having to connect everything up and trail the cables through the house and even into the loft at that point. It took quite a long time, but no, I wish I found these in the first place. So all of these are powered individually by a CR123A battery. So I've actually started talking about the alarm itself before I finish unboxing everything from the box. But you've got so this is the mains cable, that's for the base station itself. So really that needs to stay plugged in. But it's just a standard USB connection, so I'll get all that connected in a moment. And then you've got 3 lots of these, so you've got the individual roll plugs and screws to go with it, so you can just mount these onto the ceiling. Now these should be pretty easy to do. As you can see, as I've taken the plastic, what would you call it, just the plastic part that I pull out, the little tab. I should have edited that out, but I'm not going to anyway. So you pull the little tab out and that just enables the power to be connected within the smoke alarm itself. And then when it comes to the installation of it, to be fair, it looks really simple. I've not had a look through the instructions yet. If you follow me on YouTube for a while, you know I'm not a huge fan of instructions. I quite like just making it up as I go along. And then if I get really stuck, then I'll refer to the instructions, and essentially that's what I've done with this product as well. But all I've done is I took the little tab out, so in theory this is this is enabled now. This has got full power to it. I did just press the button here to test it. I'll show you this. That is loud. That's quite ear-piercing actually, which is always important, because if you do have a fire and if you've got smoke within your property, you want to make sure you can hear it. And I certainly heard that. But when it comes to the installation, as I just mentioned, you've got the screws and the raw plugs. And with this, so you just got the 2 screw positions, put that onto the ceiling. Ideally you want to try and find a joist where it's going to go in, and I suppose fit quite securely there. If you can't find a joist, to be fair, it's not the end of the world, because these are really light anyway. There's not a lot of weight to them. I suppose it's more the twisting action. So when you actually put it onto the ceiling and it's in place, then all you'll do is you'll just put that on and twist it round, and then it will just drop off. And all you want to do is, if you can try and find a joist, then it just means that the connection between that and the ceiling is going to be a bit more secure. But as I say, if you can't find a joist, it shouldn't be the end of the world. Really what you need to do first of all is to download the X-Sense app onto your mobile device. It doesn't matter what you've got. If you just, within the instructions, I did just have a quick look that you've got a couple of QR codes on there, and also they are on the side of the box as well. So just scan one of those depending on what kind of device you've got, and then you'll find that, where are we? So I've got it somewhere here. That's it. So I've got the X-Sense app that I've already downloaded onto my phone. I just wanted to be a little bit prepared, and that's what it looks like to start with. So you've got a little plus button at the top here, and what I want to do is I want to go through the whole setup process with you, because I've not done any of this yet. So I think what I need to do, I'll tell you what, I am going to, let's get this plugged in. So I'm quite looking forward to this. I must admit, I do talk about quite a few different kinds of products, whether it's things like vacuum cleaners or cookers or washing machines, but I do also like it when I talk about something a little bit different. There we are. So put the box to one side. So this is just flashing on top at the moment. There we are. That was nice and easy. So when you first get it connected, then you'll see it gives you a list of all the products that you can select. So I suppose what I've got here is the smoke alarms, and I need to select which one I have got here. So this is the SBS 50, so it's the Pro Connected Smoke Alarms right at the top there. So what do I want to do? I want to add the base station. So scan the QR code, just on the bottom. That's it, found it. So what do I want? So it's asking me, what do I want to call it? And well, I'll keep it as the base station. Create new home. So I'm just going to call it home, and it's asking me where this is. So I'm going to, well, if I keep it in, let's pop it in the hallway, and then it's just saying to pair the device. So turn on the base station, which to be fair I've already done, then press and hold the button on the base station for 5 seconds until the LED indicator flashes yellow. It's already flashing yellow. So now it's done that, and I've just put the Wi-Fi password in there, and now it's saying device added. So that was all pretty easy. So when enabled, a triggered alarm can be silenced by pressing the button on the base station down here. So that's always interesting and useful, because sometimes if you've got quite high ceilings, put my teeth back in, then you could find that rather than pressing the button to silence it actually on the smoke alarm, then by having the button on here to silence it is actually a really good idea. On the different smoke alarm systems I've installed over the years, I've not seen that. And if you wanted to, then it's just given us the option here to add other devices in. So as I mentioned earlier, some of the other devices, things like carbon monoxide alarms, you've got heat alarms, water leak sensors, driveway alarms. So all of these you can just add in at the same time. And then now I'll just show you that. So within the main menu, then it shows the base station. Just before I go and put these on the ceilings, then all I want to do is I just want to make sure that all of them work properly and just get the whole system connected up. Much easier to do it now while I've got them sat here at the table and before you go and put them on the ceiling. So all you need to do is you need to work with two at a time. And let's just take the little tab out. It's just the tab and then all that does is that just enables the power to flow through the whole system. Because at the moment, before you put the tab in, then that's just stopping the battery connecting. Brilliant way of doing it, rather than supplying the battery separate and then having to install it. But apparently what we need to do is on one of the smoke alarms, so it doesn't matter which one, on one of these you need to press this 4 times quickly and then press that same button on the other smoke alarm twice. So I'm going to just try it, hopefully make sure it works properly. And then on the other one, that's it. So those two are interconnected now. And then when I want to add a third one, first of all, take the bottom off here, take the little tab out again. So do the same again. 4 times there. Twice on that one, and all 3 of them just made that ear-piercing sound. That really was loud. I gather you probably got that through the microphone. If you were here for some of the content, because some of my listeners listen to some of my videos for like ASMR qualities, then I do apologise because that was completely not what you wanted to hear. But that's it now. So that is all of those connected together. I must admit, I did read in the instructions a minute ago that if you purchase a multi-pack like this, then they will already be interconnected. But I've just done that again because I must admit I should have read a little bit further on the instructions, but I didn't. That's my fault. But what you can do is if you just press and hold the test button, then it's a good test just to make sure everything is interconnected before we go and install it. So just press and hold that test button there, and as that's chipping away, then a moment later, then that will just show you just flashing there, and that's just a really good indicator to tell us that they're all connected. That's it. Right, so I think I'm ready to go and install these now. So I've got my screwdriver ready, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop these on the ceiling, spread around my house, and then shouldn't be long. So I just wanted to prove to you that I have actually installed them. So this is the one by my front door. I just wanted to get one near there. The next one I've done, I've actually screwed onto the ceiling just up in the middle of my lounge. So that was nice and easy to do. And the next one I've actually put upstairs, and just show you this. Oh, just get it into focus and just zoom in there. So that's right in the center between the different bedrooms and the bathroom up here. There we go. And that's the original smoke alarm I've got. So now that everything's done, it's all set up. Smoke alarms are all on the ceilings. I'm really happy with that. I'm just impressed how quick it was to do everything. What you can also do, I mean, there's so much these can do. I suppose whether you've got the smoke alarms or whether you've added some of the other devices to make like a full system, but I suppose for the purpose of this video, I was just really talking about the smoke alarms. But just through the app, if you enable the notifications as well, then if your smoke alarms start to go off, it will notify you through your phone, which is actually really good. And personally, I think that's really important, because if you're at work and if you've got say a fire at home, or if you've got smoke that's in your home, you want to know about it. You don't want to learn about it 3 or 4 hours later when you get back. But what you can also do is you can actually test them as well. So I'll just press this, press the device test button. It just takes a second for it to, there we go. Hopefully you just heard that through the microphone. I know I could certainly hear it. And when you do that, then all 3 of the alarms go off at the same time. But anyway, I think enough talking about the product. I've given it a quick test as well, just using the test button. But do you know what? I'm actually really impressed with it. I think everything about it, the size of the smoke alarms, the installation, getting the app set up, I'm really impressed, and I do feel a bit more comfortable now because the existing smoke alarms that are within the house are quite old, and I just want to get those updated. But if you are thinking about buying one of these, I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I'll put a couple of different links depending on the setup that you wanted, whether you just wanted the one smoke alarm or different packs of these. But I think for most people, I suppose the one I'd really recommend is the one I've got here, where you've actually got the 3 different smoke alarms and the base station. Hope you enjoyed this quick video on the X-Sense FS31 Pro connected smoke alarms. I must say, I've really enjoyed making this video. I do always enjoy something where it's a little bit different. It makes change from talking about something like a washing machine or vacuum cleaner, although I still really enjoy those. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Please give us a thumbs up, click subscribe on my YouTube channel, leave any comments below. I also have some comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video, if I've missed something. So if you've come here to watch the video, if you wanted to gain some information, and if I've not covered it, then as you've seen, I've got them within my house, so hopefully I should be able to answer any questions. Also, if you have got one of these, not necessarily this model, the FS31, but if you have got one of the X-Sense smoke alarms or a multi-setup, let me know what you think about it, because I'd always appreciate the feedback. Thanks for joining me today.